right, ladies and gentlemen, the last thing I want to do is just going to be, I'm going to do a quick farming video. So one of the things I just want to highlight is that it's not the pretty like way to play. It's like you got to kind of do the investment ways of playing. But if I look at my skills and equipment, trigger. So you're noticing I need, so their W engines are at 50, which isn't bad, but I want to show something about, okay, so if I go to her W engine, crit rate. So I need to bump that up, bump her crit rate up. So I need to get that to 60, and I need to get Andy's to 60 as well, because that gives crit damage. Those are two huge stats for both of these characters that I think is contributing why they're not doing as much damage as I want them to do. And then on top of that, the other thing that I want to spend a little bit of time doing and just talking with you guys, I need to get these two up, their core skills, because I already have the other things done. But I am also just going to do a quick Notorious hunt because it's a very easy thing to get done. I don't need any of these. So which one do I have? That's this one. How many of these do I have? I own 4. So right now it's more of just trying to look at how many of these do I own? 0. So let's do them. I hate this boss, by the way. I can just use, I'll just get 3 of these. I hate this boss on levels that I can't even begin to trust you. I hate the Ballerina twins. Ugh. I try to avoid this one like the plague. I guess we'll just do this. I don't think I've actually done this fight since I've gotten this team. I just yep. Oh, I thought I dodged that. Feels a little bit easier. So I remember doing this with Ellen and Lycon, and man, that was just a lot of fun. Oh, they're invisible. They're in there. So much better now. It's that reviving garbage that they do that drives me up a wall. No, there's a free 1,000 points on my season pass. Let's do it again because I just need. I'm gonna try to get those. I want to get some more yellow things, the tape recorders, so I can get some better crit gear. I'm trying to increase my SAMV and triggers gear because I don't think they're anywhere near where they need to be. I think that's part of the reason I'm having issues with that team is I think there's some optimization, which also comes back to that point that I was saying earlier, is that I have far less optimization on this team, or I feel like I've had to invest a lot less to get the exact same results, right? And so oop, not you. Not playing well right now. Sorry. Seems like a general. Oh, and they're in. Oop. We'll do this. Alt. They're both gone. Okay, this is so much easier now with this team. Oh, I didn't play this before. Okay. No, they're not my least favorite. Because they're, I mean, I still hate this fight, but a lot better than it was. And then after this, we're gonna just do a little bit of grinding. But yeah, I think that's also the other thing is like, you don't really need to get the F1, the for the skills, the passive skill bonuses. It's not the most needed, which is why you'll see some of my characters don't have it. But at the same time, right now, I am just trying to max out some of my characters. Um, what that didn't trigger? I think I'm like it's throwing me off because usually, um, oh, and they're going to an. So the reason I don't Yanagi does not have so because she has that parry, she doesn't actually she's not able to block whatchamacallit range attacks with her sword just by like sprinting. So I usually will switch to Miyabi right there. Um, okay. So now we want to work on is S and B or W engines. So we're gonna go to first W engines and then we'll go to skills. W engines are more important. Yeah, we're done with this. Okay, we'll claim these. I get this. Oh, and then while I'm here, I am still working on. Yes, I want to do this. We're gonna do use on this. I might use it on. Let's do this. Uh, Great attack. Nope. Nope. Anomaly proficiency in crit rate and crit attack. Oh yes. Yep. 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 So, on now. Wait a minute. Here we go. Trigger skills equipment. Please enhance. Oh, oh, crit. Oh yeah. Oh my god. You know what? That's amazing. That is. We're going to replace. So good. Yes. Yes. Is it perfect? No, but is it amazing? Yeah. Oh my god, my trigger just got so much better. Base stats. Look at that. Look at that. She's almost now. She's a 96% crit rate. Oh, and then I bumped that up. She's at 100%. Oh, I finally got a piece for her. So now, oh, I'm so stoked about that. That is amazing. 84.5%. That is such a boost. That's a 7% crit rate increase. Ah, amazing. All right, let's work on. Well, let's do. I'm going to bump her up first. So we need a here. Oh wait, no, 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 no. Go here. Hands. Easy. Yeah. Let's do this next. Yeah. This is my farming team, just because. Yeah, I like this. My farm. It's fast. It's quick. It's easy. It gets the job done. And then we'll do this in S ambi, and this will be the. And goodbye. Hecky. We'll do it one more time. I think I only need to do it once more. Let's check. Do I need to do it once more? Full times more? I can just move on to S ambis. 5. How many I have here? Uh, uh, so I think it's 3 to 1, right? So I have 40. I want to do it again. Return to upgrading. I think that's enough. Actually, I think that is enough. Here we're gonna go to enhance. No, enhance. There's not enough. What do you mean there's not enough? Hold on. Overclock? Okay. Team craft. We'll get 13. Okay, so I just need to do this once. Now we'll just do this one time. I'm gonna reset this. Save plan. Next. And then I can go to Sambi. And could I probably use it for later agents? Probably, but I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Because I want to get also save my stamina for okay, great. I think that's enough to get trigger her W engine all the way up to 60, and then I guess that bonus crit, she'll be sitting at about 100% crit rate, which means she's doing a lot better than she was before. There we go. I like that option. Thanks, Hoyo, for making that an option. That allows me to quickly and easily enhance. Yep. Good. Confirm. Modify. Boom. You'll love to see it. I don't know if I need to raise it up, do I? Need to raise it up. All right, so the next one I want to do is we're going to do Andes. Oh, I have plenty. I took a small little break. Just because my account is it's hitting that point where it's like, all right, let's start investing in other characters, but those other characters are starting to get well invested too. So I'm just kind of like, what do I do now? What I'm probably gonna do is I might stream if people are interested. Um, just doing the oh, what you call it? One game mode where it goes up to 100 plus levels. I might do that. Because I have two very strong teams. It would just be the Bernice and Caesar team, Bernice, Caesar, Jane, and then the Miyabi and Agi, and that's usually what I would just run through. I am looking forward to potentially new characters. I They may or may not be very interesting because they may or may not be cool anniversary characters. I don't know if they're throwing dragons around, but anniversary characters tend to be pretty good in any game. They tend to be the broken characters. The only one that I was watching was I was just curious about to see how Hoyoverse does this with their anniversaries. How many do I have? 10. How many of these do I have? 34. That's enough. Okay. And let's get hers up and running. Perfect. I'm done with this. That just got both W engines up and running. Agents. You know who's a W engine I actually need to work on right now, and I'm going to go do that. Is Caesar's. This is not. I just realized that hers is very low. Okay, we'll do this. We'll do enhance, conversion, boom, modify. And there's that crit damage. Because for Anby, I want that to be level 60. It's good. It'll help her. Damn, I have a lot of these. Hitting an enemy with a basic attack, dash attack. All right, 3.5%. Dang. What is this one? With specialty, physical damage. Do I even have a physical attacker? curious. Character. Is there any physical like attacker that I have? Should he attack? Yeah, there it is. Sure. She's oh, you know who else is a physical attacker? Billy. I've actually always wanted to raise Billy up. I might do that. I just don't know the team to raise him in, and also there's not really a lot of buffs for like Billy. So like for instance, I've actually always liked Billy. I think he's probably one of my. Uh, I mean, he was part of the reason I even started the Zenless Zone Zero. I don't even remember what his Mindscape do for that matter. Billy can use 10 hits on a trigger, it's perfect dodge, his damage is increased by 6%, 5 times effect resets if he's knocked back or launched by an enemy. Kind of, you know what? I might actually work on Billy. I don't know. Do I have anything that works with Billy? Spam affects assault enemy, the equipper deals their damage. You know, I don't know. It's that increased damage aftershock, right? Maybe I work on Billy. And I'll just attach this, the crit damage, and then the 3-set crit. The 4-set crit. Is the one. Piece of paper physical damage against targets by 30 for 8 seconds when hitting an enemy, or at least. No, we could do this instead. Or if there's about 20%, the equipper damage increased by 25% when hitting an enemy from behind. I actually just like this is a 20. This is much better. Replace this on him. I don't need to hit him behind. This is just straight up 20% damage increase and crit rate. I mean, that 25% nice, sure. But I mean, on anyone with a dash, blah, 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 for 8 seconds, this effect can trigger once every 0.5 is calculated separately. I mean, this is really good. This is a ginormous attack bonus, though. Yeah, we'll work on Billy. I like this because that's just straight flat damage bonus. Yeah. I think then if I look at what do I want to put on him, like if I'm looking at these, just like let's see, let's just play around a little bit. Do this physical damage. That's terrible though. Ugh, but it is still physical damage. And then this would be. Just see if I have enough gear for any of this. I'm just sorry, guys. I'm just trying to see if I have enough to even make a build for Billy. I mean, there's this. That's not bad. I could just do this, equip this, and this would be. Do I have one that does this? Yeah, there we go. Does I have a crit thing on him? I mean, could I make this work? I think so. Oh, hello. Good damage. Oh, hello. Place that. Oh, wait. I'm being a Goomba. I don't want that. This is fine. Wait. Wait. Oh, there's the 4. And then there's this. Is that crit rate on it? What he's wearing? Non-efficiently pen. I mean, this isn't horrible. That's pretty terrible. What's this? Crit rate, attack, crit rate. Yeah, this is better. Oh, then we get that crit bonus. We get that crit rate. This. Here's what his stats are right now. These up. Now the question is just who would I pair him with? I think that is a bigger question. Yeah, but work on maybe him later. I don't know, but I already have a Jane, so we'll figure it out later. Sorry, I was just digressing. Okay, so now what I want to do is I'm gonna work on. Let's just do this as work on Ambi. I need to get her skill up, right? This is for core passive voltage grip. Slow start mark 25%. Yeah, we're gonna work on this now. Expert challenge. Let's do this. Okay, we're gonna work on her last thing. I'm gonna just do all of it. Just gonna like get her and trigger, and then I'll work on. So I'm going to use this time between now and the anniversary to just make the characters I have better, and make them pretty much as good as they possibly can be. You know what I actually might do is I know this boss is actually I think they're weak to electric. I need to double check this. I think they're actually strong. Yeah, they're resistant to. Um, I'm going to use Ambi's team here. Just use Ambi's team in the future. I think Ambi's team will be way better. Because that resistance is kind of brutal in this game. If they are resistant, let's do it again. Use Ambi's team. Excuse me. And again, this is just a quick video, just detailing here. Reset. I'll make this a nice little quick. So I fixed my audio finally. That was a mistake. What am I doing? Oh my god. What am I doing? Okay. Come on. Sniper's Creed. One shot, one kill. We're gonna not do that, and I'm just gonna kill. Okay. Next. Ian. Okay, well, this time we'll play better. Right. This again. Will not. Screw it up. Right. This. One, two, four. There we go. Right. Oh, that was dumb, but whatever. All right. And we're almost done with this. Okay. Not too bad. That fast enough first time. Same thing. I hate this thing where like the day ends and I can't just keep going. That's frustrating. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it just makes me stop. I'm like, why? I just want to finish. Let me finish. Let me be done. Now I can get and be done, and I'm going to get trigger done in this video, and then both will be finally fully maxed out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do this so I can get the shield up. All right, you're gone. All right. And there we go. Trigger. Shield. Ultimate. Skill. That time felt much faster. I feel like I rolled my ankle. And it was 3 seconds faster. Felt faster. Why does it keep stopping me? This time it's because the day is changing. This thing drives me nuts. I will say I do not like this. I don't like that feature. It's very annoying. Which one was I doing? Well, I don't like it. I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. And then we'll get triggered done. So then Ambi will be done, and then I work on trigger. We'll get both of these out in one session. And then I'll work on 2, 3, 4. We'll get Caesar in to get that shield. A lot of damage. Right, they're almost broken. I'll just save the ult. Right. And once Ambi's up, I'm going to just stop here. Oh, and done. Right, one more time, and then Ambi's done. And then we'll go switch over to trigger, and then max out trigger, and then we'll call it a day. All right. And then I think actually what I'm going to end the day doing is trying to get some crit gear. Because I need crit gear for the music store. 1, 2, 4. And then weird looking egg. Oh, Caesar, so I can get the oh, I don't know, I just went to Caesar and it's just gone up. Oh. Build up my aftershock, build up the silver star. Right, I think you're pretty much done. Yeah. Ambi is now maxed out. And then we can worry about gear later. It's her. There's two pieces of gear that are just not good on her, and I think I might just target those pieces because I need to. Agent. He is now maxed. Let's go to trigger. Oh, it's the same one. Next, this. That's all I need. Right? 4, 6. Yeah, that's all. I'm gonna put in the full, and then I'm good. I wish they made like an oval squad thing. I'm kind of mad they never made one of those. I don't know why they didn't. It feels like they kind of. It does feel kind of, bummer. What happened there? You're gone. Wait, I thought I triggered my skill. Come on. Ult. Faster. I guess I'm just sitting in this. All right. Done. Moving on. Why do I want to return to upgrading? I don't need to return to upgrading. I have to do this 5 more times. Why is it not letting me just do it? What is the thing that decreases damage dealt to agents due to is decreased by 20%? Just gonna finish up trigger and call it a video. Um, but yeah, I mean, this is one of those things where we think about it. This is like not the fun parts, and I also think a lot of times I haven't seen other people's builds. But it's important to note that like if a character's not also like maybe they're not working out exactly like the way you want them to. Like, I think part of the reason my Ambi has not been doing that much damage is that they also don't have a lot of investment. But at the end, it comes back to that original point. I can put that same level of investment in another character and get a much greater returns. Meanwhile, I've been working on Ambi forever. I feel like I have been working on this character. And to just get to the same point that I have other characters at, um, which is a little frustrating sometimes. Do this just to get some damage in. I do like the change that they made where it's like you can like ultimates aren't shared. I really love that change in this game. I think that is such a phenomenal change. Like it makes you want to ult with other characters, as opposed to like the way it was before. It was very much just like do everything else and then don't worry about your ult for any other character and then just wait for your damage dealer to come back in and do that. This feels much more like like it requires more thought. I think that the Zenless Zone Zero devs have done a phenomenal job. Like there hasn't been a single change that I have not um like well, again like I come back to the TD system. I talked about that in another video. I wasn't against it, but I mean I can get why people didn't like it. And also, I've so far I've enjoyed their mini like their events. Oop, what was I doing? Sorry, guys. It's the shield. And we just keep going. I'll need to switch. All right, wait. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think the TV system was fine, but I get why they removed it. I can't go over leaks, but there have been cool things that I think have been they're they're thinking about doing, and I think again, I'm cautiously optimistic because remember these are still gotcha games, and they are still trying to extract money out of you. But I think they do a phenomenal job so far, and I have no had no complaints. I think these devs have done a great job. Um, my only complaint is some the W engines. Some of them feel almost mandatory for some characters. Just being honest, especially for anomaly characters, or like. But I think this is. I mean, this is intentional, right? Like that is an intentional uh, feature of this game. I think the baseline ones are pretty decent, but I think overall there is a slight issue with the W engines and the need for them. Like some characters are literally performing like 30 to 40% damage, like, and it's not uncommon. Which I mean, I guess is fair, but it still feels kind of bad that some like for instance, I didn't have Trigger's W engine, and then I got her engine, and it did feel noticeably different, like noticeably. Um, so that doesn't feel great. Because I've always had Envy's, so I don't know how hers feels without it. Um, uh, but some of these characters, like when Caesar came out, there was like nothing for her. Um, like one thing that I really appreciate that Honkai Star Rail just did was for Anaxa, they released in the first part of the anniversary a really good free to play light count. Is it as perfectly good as his? No. If you're really invested in Anaxa, then yeah, you're probably gonna go for it. But I'm Dolphin in both of these games, and I have his the free to play light count is amazing, and I think it's kind of like one of those situations where, you know, you want to be really careful with how much you're relying on certain things. Like, both of these things need to be done together if you really want to make this character as good as they can be, right? Like, I think one good example of this was Acheron in Honkai Star Rail, where it's like her free to lay, like, there was almost nothing for her. And then we look at this game, I do see some similarities, but it's like almost more so than I've seen it in that game. Where in that game, I actually have a lot of characters with free to play Lycones or Lycones that Lycones, yeah, Lycones that they don't. I didn't have to, get until like Akron came around, and I felt like it was hers was needed. Um, so I think that's an issue. Uh, or like Castries, but that's also because there's no remembrance like cones around really right now. Um, need one more and then I'm done with this one. But I think that's the only issue I have in this game, other than and then this. I really don't like that I'm pushed out. Like, let me just farm. Um, they really were gonna push me out of farming. Uh, I will say this though, I think Zenless is of all Polio versus games, this is easily like in terms of setting and design. I love this. I think this is amazing. Um, just looking at the shield up. I'm like not hardcore playing. I'm just like just chatting while I farm. But I'm also kind of highlighting why like it's really important to max out your characters. I mean, I think that's sometimes a little bit easier said than done because there's sometimes if you're like, especially if you're newer. I will say this for new Hoyoverse games, if you're newer, it is rough because you're trying like maxing out characters in these games is not uh, easy at all. Because I remember when I started Genshin, it was just like it almost pushed me away because how long it took. And I just didn't want to keep doing it because it was like I'm so behind and this is so resource intensive. But at the same time, I mean, I get it because at this point, like now that I'm here, I feel like, if I'm not going after every single new character. Like for the anniversary, I feel like I'll have enough resources ready to get both whatever characters they want maxed out. Like you skip a patch of characters and then you have enough for the next batch. But I will say this, like when I first started this game, it was very resource intensive, especially like money. I think trigger's done, right? I'm pretty sure. Like here, the reason I'm always very careful because this is 200,000. I mean, if you're a new player, that's expensive. For me, I have over 2 million right now, and not even that, because I'm completing all the end game modes. So both her and her are done now. I'm looking at their builds. I think for the most part they're good. I don't know if they need to keep going any further on either one of them besides now their equipment. Trying to look at some characters that are going to be. She's done. Done. Oh, I can work on her. Maybe we can do that in another video. Yeah, we'll figure in the show Miyabi. So right now, as you're noticing, like during this time period, I'm just using this time to catch up on my characters. The other one I want to work on is I thought she was at 40. Oh, good. I use at 40. Um, and that will increase attack. Good. Chains. I can increase his chains too. I'm going to use this time to just catch up on all these characters. Um, and I think that's a valid time, like a valid use of your time is to do that. Let's see. Did I get anything else in the process of doing this? Okay, okay, 34. And then also, I just haven't found a need to summon on Bangus yet. That's another thing I kind of hope they do. Is like I just like if I look at some of these Bangus, I can't use this one. I can't use this one. Victoria Housekeeping. I mean, I can use this one. Conning Hairs, I guess, yeah. But you're not Malvog. I actually want to take a quick look at my. Where are my Bangus? Check my Bangus. How do I check the Bangus? Let's go check the Bangus. Who do I have for Bangus? That's the one thing. Oh, we're gonna go here, remodeling. I want to see if there's something for Oval Squad and I just missed it. Maybe I wasn't paying attention, which, very okay. Here, this. Okay. No, 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 no. Because I don't know the S's. What, you're red? Is there a way I can just keep checking it? Attack? No. Support? What does this last one do? 20 active skill has 20. In your squad, active skill recovers 20% more HP. Okay. Nope. Nope. Oh, wait, nope. Ether bubbles. Wait. Support. About attack anomaly characters, airborne. What does this do? Is there one support character when you're attack? Their attack increases by 20 being local. So characters come into contact with Night Star. 2 ether, bang boo, okay. Bellabog. There's no Obel Squad? Like I'm not going crazy. There's just no Mockingbird. Anomaly character. One attack. So I'm not going nuts, right? Like, let me see. This is water, as I was using that in the beginning. 2 physical. How is that? Base 1 support. Effect 1 HP recovery increases by 20%. Shield generation increases by 20%. It's done. Defense in your generates shield for all spawn. Remember, when there is at least one defense in your generator, it generates a shield for all spawn. But the more enemies hit, the more shields generate up to it. Max 50, max HP. Well, if I have a defense, I'm already getting shields, so I don't need more shields. When there is at least one attack character in your generator, and lose chain attack damage increase. There's one support, charges, here's type. I'm just trying to look right now. One anomaly, active skill. At least one support, you will come into contact here. They additionally generate off-field characters. That's not bad. I haven't really looked at many of these. Their first dive attack increased. What does he do? One support, when a character comes in contact with a Night Star, their attack increases by 20 plus being blue. That's okay. Not like build up. Okay. Superstar their character. Superstar. I just want this one, but I don't have Stars of Lyra, so I have one. This one seems good if you have Vivian, but I'm not summoning for Vivian just so I can get that one bang boom. And not doing that. Okay, so it looks like I don't need to level up any more bang boos. The only one actually I want to look at really quickly is him. At least bang boo chain inflicts 1% more anomaly buildup. The one is I don't know if I feel like the one I have for what's his name? Fire attribute, anomaly buildup, ice, I don't. Physical. What am I looking at? There's at least one support character in your squad. Active spit buff effect. Stun active inflicts 8 more days. Enemy 68 above 50%. Okay. That's not, I don't need that. Yeah, like I'm just trying to figure out who to use. I just don't know who to use. So when there's at least one anomaly character in Bang Boo's chain attack now. Like for the Obel squad, I just don't know who's a good one for the Obel squad. You know? When there's a one support character Night comes into contact with a Night Star. Airborne head to time battle, the first dive attack. When the support character, which there's not. Anomaly, there's not. There's at least 2 electric after chamber effects anomaly buildup. I'm not looking for anomaly buildup. Support character, okay. Attack. The more enemies hit, the more shield generate up to a max of 18. I don't know. I don't feel like I need any of that though. 8 more days. No, why would I need more days? I mean, that feels redundant if they're already broke, right? Measurely support, physical attribute. See what I mean? Like that. Like this is my one frustration. It's like, okay, so what am I supposed to do with my Obel spot? There's nothing really here for them. Um, you know what I mean? Like, we can use this one. 100% more anomaly buildup. Great. This doesn't really help me. I need, like, is there something with Aftershock? You know what I mean? It's a little frustrating. It's like, Scott's pretty good, but can't do much. Um, yeah, all right, well, I guess it is what it is, man. Uh, all right, well, that's life. Oh, and then the one thing I also want to do, let's do this real quick. Um, we'll end here because this is going to be just a general uh, track settings. I'm going to do this. I do need to see if I can get some better crit stuff. Yes, that's a lock. Pen ratio. This was, you don't want to farm this set. You want to just see if you can get better defense, attack. Is that set? Physical damage bonus. Hack to the yes. Given that to, what's his name? Let's see. Nope. Nope. Maybe a couple more. I might save the rest of these in a minute. Anomaly proficiency. That's not going to help me. Let's see. Anything? Nope. No. Okay, let's and then we're gonna tune a little bit more, see if I can find some better crit stuff. It's not bad. Right. Four. Henry should. Jeez. This might be helpful down the line. I'll lock this for purposes. May be useful. See if I can get. Because again, you just want the 2-set bonuses here. Set 5. That's the middle one. No. No, that's a 6. That actually is decent. Energy regen, eh. Anomaly mastery, eh. Anomaly team, 2 anomaly masteries, man. Off. This one isn't helping me anymore. Okay. A little bit more. Can I get some better stuff? Hello. That's good. Defense HP, defense 3. That's not bad. I mean, it's got the defense, but okay. Here's what we're gonna do now. Now we're gonna do. Uh, we're gonna go here and let's see. The impact. I need this? Not really. That's not good. Just get rid of that. Okay. So, regen. These are that good. I don't have these. Let's see. What do you give me? Ugh, flat stats. Okay. Well, oh my god, both the HP, seriously. If this can get one more, oh my god, 3-set HP. Ah, fun. Wait, why am I using that? This is so much better. Wait, let's see. I just got one. Oh, there's 2 very good ones here. Hands, just want to see what it gives me. Pen, that's not bad. Now that I know Miyabi needs to get a little bit. Okay. This goes at. That's definitely not going. Just I lost. That's worse. Okay. It's crit attack. Uh, a little bit of pen. Right? That's not bad. Is that the exact same thing I have here? Yeah. And it's literally the same stats. Okay. Hold up. We're going to go over here to her. And now that I have the exact same one, so boost. Let's see. So I just want to have another one here. Well, let's see what happens here. If this goes. Wasting that. Wasting stuff. What'd you give? Defense, attack, great pen. I mean, this one isn't bad. So it's not, this one's not good. Is it just that crit rate that she has? Yeah, it's crit rate. That's why. What does this have on it? It's a lot of pen. Let me see. This one. Enhance. Oh. Oh. Uh. Yeah. Oh man. This one's decent. Decent. Okay. She's in a decent. She's in about a good of a spot she's gonna get right now. Let's go look at her stats. Nice. Okay. Okay. And then crit rate. Does she have? Hold on. Crit damage crit by 30%. Blah 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 blah. These are shatter. They equip her crit rate. Yeah, so she's at 100% right now. Just trying to look at her stats. She's at 97% crit rate. Okay. Great. My Miyabi just. I'm now done with Miyabi. Perfect. Love it. The only thing I might do is I might bump up. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to finish this. This is pretty much done. Was Yanagi? I remember I worked forever on Yanagi. Get her knowledge proficiency up. I'm trying to look at what characters can I. Jane, I'm pretty sure is good. I mean, it's yeah, her is just get as much knowledge proficiency as possible. Actually, Yao's in a decent spot. Trigger and is it just got this piece? Do I need to get that piece? Is phenomenal on her. That was an annoying piece. Such an annoying piece. Wish I could re-roll it. Yeah, I need better pieces there. We'll worry about that later though. Not later. I can worry about it. Be like the focus moving forward. Um, yeah, because right now all I'm trying to do is just max out characters versus um I think the other thing I'm gonna start working on with these characters too is I'm gonna start maximizing their because Jane doesn't do a lot of like hers doesn't come from the skills, but what I am gonna work on ultimate, her ultimate, her ultimate up, and then I'll work on her skill. Hers was all because of a shield. I don't really worry about anything other than that. So yeah, I'm just kind of running through what I'm thinking moving forward, what I'm going to work on for the next couple of weeks, and then I'm just going to save resources for the anniversary. Um, Maybe I'll work on trying to think of like potential characters that may be useful. The one you know I actually really need to work on, I need to make this better is Nicole. I think she's always going to be just a generally very all-purpose useful character, all things considered. So I think actually she will be my next character that I work on. I'm just trying to think. Whenever their squad member enters the field using a quick assist, all squad members gain one stack. Yeah, I think I'm going to work on her next. One thing we can look at real quick with Nicole is yeah, I think she's my next character. I'm just gonna get up and running. She's such a universal character. Um, she works on almost all teams. Same with Lucy. Lucy will be my next character. I think Lucy. So the other thing I need though is just what am I working on next? So this is good. I'm trying to look at the items. Good could be. Wasn't there like one that I had that was like what this turns into? Uh, actually, hold on. Not a Genius crit rate. It's kind of like the thing right now because this and this need to get a lot better because this one's awful. Um. Oh wait. Hello. One more crit. Come on, one more crit rate. Seriously. 3 HP. Oh, it's better than what I have. Please. That's frustrating. Skills. Because then she bumps up to 94% crit rate. I mean, yeah, it's better. God, is that awful? Uh, you know what I wonder? What if? What if? Let's look at these real quick. Let's take a minute. GNG. Let's go later. What if? Let's look at what we got. Attack. This might be the way to go. What? Here. Oh, just replace it. All right. Now, let's go back to our stats. There we go. Look at that. That's so much better. Just moved a few pieces around, and now she's at 150% crit damage. And then with 82.6, but then it bumps up 12% because of the aftershocks. She's sitting at around 94.6% crit rate. Okay. Is it perfect? This piece could be better. I might but that's like this is at least got a +1 on that crit. Yeah, I mean, right now I'm not going to argue with it. It does what it needs to do. For both of them, I want to get a better electric piece, but that's gonna be frustration levels of like searching. So we'll worry about it later. I need to start building up these other characters because these two, I just do want to do a quick damage check. Okay, let's see if I want to just check. Let's do. Uh, a way to check. What we can do You just do a good character. Teleport now. And just play with the character and see what it feels like. No, because who's electrical? Electric resistant or fire ice. We can do him. We'll do this. No reward mode. Yeah, let's just do this. No reward mode. I just want to test out this team. One thing about this team too is the Bangbu does suck. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I already broke that. All right. Okay. Let's do this. That so I don't want to accidentally get caught. I frame it up. Okay, and there we go. Right. And we go from here to here. So, I mean, it's not too bad. It's not nowhere near as fast as Yanagi, Miyabi, and Asher Yao, but not bad. Yeah, you know what we can try real quick? I'm going to do one last thing, one last test, and see how this improvement overall helped here. I'm going to skip this, do that. Class void with array. Okay, I have a quest. Let's try start this challenge off. I want to see if this actually, if I can put S rank with these new improvements. It has made a significant enough shift to increase my ability to S rank some of these things. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, come on. Okay, let's see if we can get this. Right. I mean, it feels noticeably different. One, two, three. Right, and then we got our alt up. Okay, and then we go in for the ult. Oop. Okay. Is her ult up? Yep. Ult back up. On. I don't know which leg is which right now. He moves it around so much. Okay, let's get that ult going. See if I can break. Oh, two. Get this more damage. Ult up. Get the daze going. Oh, did I finally get it? Look, that's break. Okay, now that's a great way to end the video. So what does that show, folks? Is you max out your character, dude. I mean, that is a gigantic increase from the previous time. Because the last time I was maxing out like 17,000. It's a 5 grand. That's a 5K increase in overall score. So what does that show us, guys? What was the reason why I wasn't doing well? My character wasn't maxed out. Nice. Oh, that just makes me happy, and it proves a gigantic point with this video. Um, I'm ecstatic. I'm actually gonna get these right now. So I want to get my um, chips. Sorry, I don't really need these, but whatever. You know, we can do these because I need them for the bang boos. I will eventually start getting more bang boos. This, and then we'll get some more of those later. Ooh, you know what? Get these. Good. Make sure you buy out the store stuff. It's always very helpful. All right, folks. Well, that's it for this video. I know it's a rather long video, but I wanted to just get through a lot of stuff in these videos, kind of covering a lot of. And I get some achievements. And let's look at how much today's session got me near almost 50 summons. So then I will just keep holding. I'm going to wait until, again, I'm saving for the anniversary because there may or may not be some really amazing. I mean, I don't know. There will probably be broken characters, and we want to make sure that when we're use your summons wisely. I think the next couple of videos I'm going to run through the story. As I have a lot of story to get through. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that I need to do right now. This week's stuff is pretty much over. So then I will stick it all the way up to 50. So 680. All right. Well, I'll be in a good spot in a little bit, and I will catch you all later. Again, it was a pleasure. If you have questions, comments, concerns, always feel free to stop on by, leave feedback, leave a comment, and have a great day, folks.